breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
No chance. 155. Wild Bill. Out.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Bridgewater flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
47 is the mic. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Find out. Here I come.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Fly on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
Ball carrier.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 61 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Pollard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third down.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Derek Brown, the big rookie, in there to drop him for the loss. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
First down, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare, because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Saints' 30-yard line.
Second and 11.
Keep it up. Keep it up. 47.
Here's Bridgewater. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Panthers 3.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 20.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Breeze now on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
19 yards.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Ready. 5-8. Kill. He's checking.
To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and
throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Push him back. 56 to Mike. 56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter in Detroit. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Bridgewater now steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him work, can't relate, watch his skirt, out the mud, out the dirt. Above.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's go, D. Big series right there.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now, pass complete here to Sanders. Breaks through the contact. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Alex Anzalone.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Down at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 55.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Big Derek Brown making the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, Saints.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You're good, you're good. Side forward, ready. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch twist.
They'll run with Pollard, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give here to Pollard. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
32-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a
good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
After 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
By Dante Jackson.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, check right. Watch it, 3 buzz.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for DJ Moore.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Check pass. 47's the mic. 46.
Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Bridgewater on first down. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Boyd brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater looking left side. That's caught by Moore. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown,
Jared Cook. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints just continue to roll. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Mike's 22. Mike's 22. Man, that's trash.
1st down, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down throw for Bridgewater. On the screen, this is Cannon. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Hey, tank. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time, fourth down, Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
49-yard line.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got his man, it's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, Pollard. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, 43 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
On second down, Bridgewater again.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Joker. Check 26. Check the Delta.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
I got one. 47 is the mic, boys. 47. Check 47. Record. Delta. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check mic 47. Check mic 47. I'm on. 47's the Delta. 47's the mic. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 21.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Harris. This is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He's at the 50. The 30.
I'm going to show you, man.
5. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Panthers 25.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th-quarter lead. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. First down, and it's Pollard again. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
The 5-yard line.
Hey, easy. 5-9. Let's get this. You kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys in the... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 56, Mike 56. Okay.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Room past the 20. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Today's final
Charles,
score
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the